Greetings, YouTube. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I've met quite a few people from different African nations, from Algeria in the north, all the way south, from east to west. And everyone I've met so far has either been a Christian, usually of the evangelical variety, or a Muslim. Not one have I ever met that had an indigenous religious belief. And I think this is kind of sad, that these people have either adopted or had a religion imposed upon them, depending on how you look at it, from the outside. And a lot of the time, particularly in the Christian varieties, those religious beliefs are brought to Africa and many other countries by missionaries. Now, I'm opposed to the missionary concept. Peoples all over the world, prior to a missionary arriving, have quite legitimate religious beliefs. Their spirituality didn't need any outside help. Now, if these people personally sought out additional spiritual knowledge, I have no problem with that. But a missionary concept is about bringing the message to foreign peoples, often along with aid of another kind: education, food, medical assistance. And sometimes it's practice as we preach concept, where they just offer the aid, do what they can, and along the way they pass along their religious beliefs. And sometimes it's a direct, you will adopt these religious beliefs if you want our aid, our food, our education, our medical assistance. And the former is much less egregious than the latter, but I'm still opposed to the idea. Nations don't need foreign religious beliefs imposed upon them. Religious beliefs will spread on their own if people consider them to be legitimate spiritual paths that they would like to follow. Buddhism spread all over the world pretty much on its own. They were adopted, incorporated, changed. And the Buddhism practiced in Japan is different than the Buddhism practiced in India, but there's still a connection. There's still a distinct theme. And some of the religious beliefs that were adopted by foreign nations, nations where the religion did not develop directly, did assume their own flavor, like Wudon or Santiera. But sometimes it's a direct translation, a direct transplant. And I don't know if one size fits all when it comes to spiritual beliefs. I believe they really should be individual pursuits. That if there are 6 billion humans in the world, there should be 6 billion individual spiritual ethos. Now, I actually know some missionaries. I have some neighbors. Their door is less than 20 feet over to my right. And they're nice people. Generally good-hearted people. I trust them. I'd let them into my home. I'd let them take care of my cats. I loan them things. I give them things. They're nice people. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm not happy about the fact that they spread a religious message along with the work they did while they were in Africa. I know that this is probably an unpopular position, but frankly, I'm used to that. But I don't want a religion, a spiritual set of concepts or mores spread to other peoples unless those peoples want it on their own, unless they seek out that additional information. I would rather have the information be transmitted by osmosis rather than imposition.